So it's a late Tuesday night, and normally at Tuesday nights I'm having my ladies Bible study, but we are actually in 2017 moving that to Wednesday night. So the kids and I are eating a little bit later than normal. I have a friend that was in the hospital, so we went by to check on him and make sure he was doing well. It's one of my coworkers from work. So the kids and I thought we'd slide by there, but we went after we had karate and we went to the gym. So anyway, long story short, we got home late. We had a few hiccups with homeschool earlier, so Jack is finishing up some homeschool, and I'm putting together a very, very quick meal. Tonight I'm doing fish and grits. So it's day 3 of the Pantry Challenge, and if you've been joining me for any length of time, the Pantry Challenge is very simple. Cook whatever you have in your fridge, your freezer, or your pantry. And so what I pulled out of the fridge was some flounder, and I had some eggs, and we had grits in the pantry. So that's pretty much what we're doing tonight. If you've been following me as well, you know I'm doing Weight Watcher points. So I'm trying to cook meals in my fridge, freezer, or pantry that are still Weight Watcher point friendly. I have 33 points per day. And so far today, I have consumed 16 points. So I still have 17 points to consume. Now, these are flounder fillets that are cooking in this pan. And my pan was not as hot as I would have liked it to be. But I pulled out, I think there were 8 flounder fillets, and I just sprayed this pan with a little bit of the Great Value olive oil non-cooking spray. I don't have any olive oil or any butter. I have no oil in here other than what's from the spray can. I salt and peppered, put a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of onion powder on this, and I can have 8 ounces of this for 4 points. So I'm just making some extra for the kids. Also, I'm going to do 6 egg whites and 2 eggs. 3 egg whites will give me, oh, I got a shell. Good thing I found that. 3 egg whites is 1 point. And then an egg may be a point as well. So I'm going to give myself probably about 1.5 points because I'm going to share this with 3 people. So 6 egg whites and 2 whole eggs. Then we're doing, I have 3 cups of water in here. And to the 3 cups of water, just some salt and black pepper. No oil, no butter or anything. I'm going to add 3/4 cups of grits. These are the Quaker quick grits, but they do take about 5 minutes. And each individual person can add their own butter simply because I'm not wanting the points from the butter. So I'm trying to remove most of my fats and most of my sugars. I'm going to have 8 points from the grits because I'm going to have a 1/2 cup instead of a 1/4 cup. A 1/4 cup is 4 points. 2 other things that I'm going to add. This is the mini Baby Bell cheese. This is a light Baby Bell. It's a real soft cheese. So to flavor my grits a little bit more, I'm going to use this. And this 1 Baby Bell is going to cost me 1 point. And then I can also add in one of the wedges of the Laughing Cow. I'll pick that up. So one of the wedges of Laughing Cow is 1 point as well. So it's a little later than normal. Again, we got home a little later, but I did want to go check on my coworker and make sure he was doing well and feeling okay. But it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to get this squared away here. So again, I simply have in this pan just a little bit of the non-stick cooking spray and some flounder fillet. It's not breaded, it's simply salt and peppered, and there's a little bit of garlic and onion powder on this. So I'm just turning this over. I'm going to slide it around. The other night I cooked for the kid. It was Sunday after church. I made shrimp and grits, and the kids really liked that. What I found out was that shrimp were 0 points on Weight Watchers. So I made them shrimp and grits with gravy. I did not have any of that. But I simply had shrimp with the fried coleslaw, which I made. So that's probably about 8 fillets. They are going to fold up a little bit more, and they'll cook right along. Wash my hands. going to get my grits going. So I've got the Quaker Quick Grits. You turn that on just a little bit more so that can get started. I'm going to put that there, clean up a little bit. So normally the kids would be in bed about now, but again, because we went to check on my coworker, and I really wanted to just make sure he was okay. And he was good. He had a procedure done today, so he was feeling a little better. And I was happy about that. Oh, I am going to get this back out just to cook my eggs. So again, I'm taking out totally, you know, normally I would put a lot of butter in here, and I would do just the olive oil. But now it's just the nonstick cooking spray, and I'm trying to decrease how much I use in that as well. Simply because I want to give the Weight Watchers a chance to work, and I want to make sure that I am adequately counting my points. I mean, I'm counting pretty much everything. And any fruits and vegetables are free. So that's pretty good. It just encourages you to eat more of the fruits and vegetables. And I would probably be able to do vegan or vegetarian, but I like meat. And fish is a good source of protein for me. I went to work out today. I'm not real sure if you guys, I have not made any New Year's resolutions as far as losing weight. I just want to be healthy. So I don't want to be a specific pounds or a specific shape. I just want to be healthy so I can take care of my children, because I do have kids. And I feel like it's my responsibility to give them my life. And that's why I'm doing it. So my trainer was back today. And let me tell you, I did abs and arms. And ooh, I'm not hurting as bad today, but I'm usually 2 or 3 days out when I really start to feel it. We didn't do weighted abs today. Normally I do weighted abs, but I did arms, and we did the cable weights. She's starting to learn me and learn my body type and learn the fact that I do lift. So she is pushing me a little bit harder than some of the other ones in my group, but it's okay. I'm okay with it. Anywho, back to the meal, because this is what we want to. We ready to eat. I am extremely hungry. One of the things I'm trying to work on is having healthy snacks throughout the day, and also eating breakfast. Daggone it. Okay. So 3/4 cups of the dry grits, and this will go back in the pantry. Flounder's going. Eggs in. 6 egg whites, 2 whole eggs. Clean up a little bit. Bothers me that my kitchen doesn't stay clean when I'm cooking. Wonder why. Alright, let's see. Give that a stir. The grits usually take about 5 minutes to cook. Clean that up just a little bit. Put that off of there. And I'm actually going to put just a pot lid on it. So usually the thing that I like to tell people about grits, once you get your water to a nice boil and you've added in whatever you're going to add. If you want to do salt and pepper, and you want to do the butter, if you like butter, fine to do that, but put it in ahead of time, because it is very difficult to salt grits after you put them into the water. So what I do is I put in my grits into the boiling water. I turn my heat down because grits will pop back. And then take your whisk, and you want to get all the lumps out. And the whisk just helps to get all the lumps out. And then what you do is you turn your heat back and you put a top on it. And that's going to just let it cook. And you don't have to worry about it too much more. After you do that. And if you can see, it's already started popping back. So you just want to put your top on it. Turn your heat down to low. So by the time everything else is finished cooking, your grits will be done. So we're done with that. we're simply just going to cook the eggs. Just a little salt, a little black pepper. I did put in a little bit of garlic powder into the eggs. A little bit of cooking spray into my pan. Egg whites tend to be a little bit runny for me, so I do like to add in 1 whole egg if I can. Depending on how many points I'm wanting for the day, I do like to do 3 egg whites, 1 piece of toast, which is 1 point, 3 egg whites is 1 point, a tablespoon of jam, which is 1 point, and then if I'm feeling really ambitious, I'll have a piece of cheese. But I'm learning that cheese costs me way more points than what I'm willing to give up even just at the beginning of the day. So if I have extra points, then I'll do some at the end of the day. So that's pretty simple. I'm just going to come over here and flip the flounder. Just flounder fillets, salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, cooking spray in a fry pan. And this is pretty much what it's going to look like. Turn your heat down, especially if you're still cooking other items. Just cut your heat down. Only thing you're doing is trying to cook your fish until it's white and fluffy. It's not translucent anymore, but it's white. Okay. Eggs are done. Of course, I do like to have my eggs dry, so I try to cook all of the moisture out of the eggs. I have a texture issue where there are just certain things that I just can't eat if it ain't right. Alright, let's plate. So everything off. I'm doing the smaller plates now just because that helps me better to manage my points. And I am going to measure out a 1/2 cup of the grits because that's all I can have. That's all the points I get for the day. Stir up the grits. And I'm not putting any butter in mine, so I won't have those points from butter. I'm going to do 1/2 cup of grits. This is cooked grits. 1/2 cup. I'm going to take the mini Baby Bell cheese just to give it some creaminess. This is 1 point. Peel that out. It's a soft cheese too. Just to give that a little bit of creaminess. I could use half of this. I could share with the kids if they decided they wanted this as well. But since it's just 1 point, I'm going to give myself my whole entire point. I'm going to do a little bit of the eggs. It's going to be another 1.5 points maybe. There's enough for the kids. And then I will plate over some of the flounder. That's definitely not going to be 4 ounces, but I'm still going to give myself the full 8 points just because I'm not measuring that right now. So there we go. This whole plate is 16, 17, let me see, 4 ounces. 4, 12, 13, 14 points. So that whole plate is 14 points. That's what we're having for dinner. Flounder fillet, grits with cheese, 3 egg whites, and a partial egg. So that's what we're having for dinner. Hope you're doing well. Hope your meal was good, and we'll see you next time.